hope the output and the audio. Perfect. Okay, we're just making sure the audio was working. All right, guys, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard to the Aftermarket Recap. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. No webcam today since I don't have a webcam in the office. I'm using the widescreen. The webcam is on the laptop, which really doesn't give a lot of space for me to do the other things like answer your questions. So, working on getting a webcam for those who really want to see me. But really, what you want to see is on your screen. Anyways, let's go and talk about it. Dow Jones closed down 526 points. NASDAQ fell 2.1%. S&P down 1.81, 4504. The VIX did spike today. 2391 was the close. Equal weight S&P down 1.58%, 157.40. Small caps did lose 1.53%. 10-year yields jumped over 2%, 2.031% on TNX. DXY, the dollar index, up 0.19%. Nowhere to hide, even for gold and silver. Gold and silver both fell. 1827 for gold futures at 0.51% to the downside, 0.58 to the downside for silver, 23.20 per ounce. Crude oil did gain slightly, 0.42% to the upside, 90.04, and gasoline futures up 0.27%. Taking a look back at bond land, high yield credit fell 1.32%, investment grade credit fell 1.36%. Which does that tell you? Again, pretty much a spear across the board. So what really caused all this commotion today? So let's kind of break it down step by step. I can either give you the play-by-play because I did the whole thing today on Twitter. So today we had our CPI report. Again, that was we did that in the morning note, so I'm not going to go over that again. If you want to take a look at the video we did there, take a look at our last live stream, our last video that was regarding CPI on the morning note. You could see basically here was your two candles right at 8:30. Ended up here, and then we bounced right off the lows here of around 45.12. We went ahead right after that, at right around 10:30, right to 11. We actually tapped the recent high right around 45.81, which is the top end of your range. We talked about that on E-mini futures. And then after that, right around 11 o'clock is when Bullard started talking. James Bullard is a Fed governor. He is also a voter on the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee, regarding rates. And he stated that the Fed should do a 50 basis point rate hike. Remember, we talked about that 50 basis point being they're being aggressive. They're just going to rip off the bandage. But again, it was just a suggestion from his end. He even said that it's going to be up to Powell to make the decision and the committee. That's just his opinion. But again, the market didn't like that very much. And you could see a drop from 45.70 to around 44.95 where we settled. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Carlos, the day is ruined. The world's ending. And that's it. It's game over, right? Well, not exactly. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit on the hourly. Basically, all you did was get away from this double top here. We talked about that. We said it's either a bear trap, a bull trap, or it's going to be a massive short squeeze. And what happened? It was a bull trap to the top side. So what happened exactly was that we rejected twice, or four times now, quadruple top, if you want to say, here at 45.81. Now we know that's our resistance, our short-term target. Now where do we go from here? Let's go and take a look at S&P, and you can see right here at that next Fibonacci level, the 50-yard line where I say 45.10, we broke below it. So all we did was take, in a football analogy, take a sack, losing some yardage, but now we're in the opposite side of the field. Again, does that mean that we still can't go march down the field? No. It just means that all we did, guys, if you really think about it, is really get back to Tuesday's levels right around 1 p.m. So basically, all of Wednesday's gains were wiped. That's it. That's all. That's all we did. We're actually up for the week, even since Monday. Monday was pretty choppy. Tuesday, we got that big boost right around 10 in the morning. We broke out. We continued up to 45.81, top end of that range. We hovered again, and then Bullard started speaking, and then you got back down below the 50% retracement line, and now here you're between either 45.10 or 44.40. That's basically it. Now, I really doubt that we'll get down to 44.20. Why is that? Because all this is really priced in, if you think about it. So basically, the 50 basis point move, we know we're going to get that. Now we're already expecting that. So any kind of upside surprise would be a good sign. Now let's go and take a look at the daily here on the S&P, and this is why it's key. You can see that we still haven't broken any meaningful support like the 200-day on the daily. We did break below the 100, sure, but again, the Fibonacci's are telling us what? We're kind of just still stuck at that 50-day. We didn't even break the 20-day moving average on the daily here on the S&P. But again, I just added that there to kind of give us a little context of where have we become. So you could see that 44.95, 4,500, still not bad. I actually bought some SPY calls for tomorrow, knowing that we're probably more than likely going to bounce off this pretty much oversold move. Just really all we did was lose right around 70 points on the S&P on really the fact that one person is saying that we should have a 50 basis point rate hike. Nothing has been announced either, mind you, and we're not going to get a rate hike in February. Granted, inflation was strong or high, sure, but again, after the CPI report, we bounced. Really, all of this move is when the Fed governor spoke. So again, the real push and pull here is the Fed. That's kind of the most important thing, is that where are we going from here? Are we going to get rate hikes or are we not? So that's where we are. Taking a look in terms of the market, you could see here, I'll go ahead and move this, and you could see here the sectors, energy being the best performer, technology being the worst performer. We know when it comes to higher rates, they're the ones that are the most sensitive. Utilities taking a little bit of a hit. Again, let's go and take a look at the maps. And you could see pretty much a sea of red except for a couple of names. O'Reilly with their earnings, Disney with the great earnings, Micron was up today. But other than that, Coca-Cola had earnings, they were up. MCO, Moody's Corporation was up. But other than that, there was really not much places to hide. Even financials came down, even with higher rates. So that even confirms to me that this move really didn't make much sense in terms of just technical plays, or just the simple fact that it was just some fear out there. Does that really change anything for the longer term? If you're an investor, nothing has really changed. I actually bought some more SPY-G today. I do it every Thursday, so nothing has changed. Let's take a look here at the crypto market. You could see here right at the 100-day moving average on the 1-hour chart on Bitcoin. Let's see if we can get that bounce. Bitcoin is a leading indicator for risk assets. At one point, all these high beta names were leading the way, and then it kind of came down after Bullard. But other than that, guys, it's just been the same song, same dance. You get some choppiness, you get some Fed speak here and there, and what happens? The market reacts. So I do expect the market to bounce tomorrow. My target tomorrow in terms of the daily, where I expect, is to get us back to around 45.66. So again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But again, that's my call, and I actually risk some money doing it. So we'll leave it there, guys. Again, if you like these videos, make sure to press that like button. No aftermarket recap tomorrow for Friday. There will be a morning note tomorrow, and next week I will be out. But again, live tweeting and live blogging will still be available from our team. Any questions, let us know through email, garcapital@gmail.com, or questions here on our comment section of the videos. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Let's have a great one. Cheers.